So, you're struggling with a stubborn puppy, and you're ready for them to knock it off and start paying attention, following cues, and quit all the unwanted behaviors. Am I right? But wait, what if your puppy isn't being stubborn at all? What if they're not ignoring you or misbehaving or testing your patience on purpose? What if there's something else going on, and once you know it, you're going to understand their behavior better? If you've ever said, well, they should know better, or this dog is doing this to upset me on purpose, I just know it, then you're in the right place. In this video, I'm going to break down one of the most common and frustrating for dog owners puppy myths out there. The idea that puppies are stubborn. We'll uncover what's really going on when your dog doesn't listen. And I'm going to give you some powerful mindset shifts and training tips to help you feel more confident and connected with your pup. Hi there, Michelle here, your fear-free certified trainer with How to Train a Dream Dog. I help new puppy owners navigate puppyhood and create a success plan aimed at training the ultimate dream dog. And if that's your goal too, make sure you hit that subscribe button so you never miss another puppy training video like this one. I have some homework for you. When you're done with this video, I do want you to check out what to do if your puppy doesn't listen. It's a little different than this video, and it gives you a different perspective than what we're talking about today when it comes to stubborn puppies who refuse to pay attention to you. Here's the truth. Your puppy isn't being stubborn. They are just being a puppy. But let's talk about what that really means. Let me introduce you to Gail and her adorable puppy, Theo. Now, when she first brought Theo home, she expected a few accidents and maybe a little bit of biting. But what she didn't expect was how hard it would be to get him to listen. One day, Theo sat on command in the kitchen. Perfect little sit, tail wagging, proud mama moment. But later that week, Gail tried asking him to sit at the park. And Theo looked at her like she had broccoli growing out her ears. No sit, no focus, just dirt sniffing and squirrel chasing. Gail's first thought, he's so stubborn, he knows this. Does that sound familiar? That's where this myth really starts to take root. And honestly, Gail isn't alone. I hear stories like this every single week from puppy parents in my Facebook group, Puppy Training with Michele Lennon. You can join it too. I'll put the link below the video. So you train at home and things go well. Then you step outside and it's like your puppy has amnesia. But that's not stubbornness. That's actually just a stage of learning. Let's walk through why puppies aren't stubborn and what's really happening here. Number one, anthropomorphism. That means putting human characteristics to animals, or in this case, expecting a puppy to know better. We love our dogs like family, but it's easy to forget they're not tiny humans. Gail was comparing Theo to her toddler, who could follow basic instructions, but Theo was only 9 weeks old. A puppy is most definitely not a toddler, even if they can run and jump and play like one. That's like expecting a baby, a crawling baby, to do algebra. Let's reframe this. An 8-week-old puppy is like a 6-month-old human baby. They're not being defiant, they're learning. And Theo, like your puppy, has a lot of learning to do. This is why we keep training sessions short, upbeat, and age appropriate. You wouldn't expect a toddler to sit through a college lecture, and your puppy shouldn't have to either. Number two, association isn't necessarily understanding. So just because your puppy can sit for a treat in the kitchen doesn't mean they really understand what sit means everywhere. Puppies are great at forming quick associations, like sit means treat, but then that doesn't mean they're truly learning the behavior in different places or situations. So sit equals treat in the kitchen, but at the park, that's a whole different ballgame. They can't generalize very well, just yet. So let's reframe this. Puppy learning is context dependent. So we need to teach behaviors in multiple places with different distractions several times. And eventually, they're going to be able to follow cues in all situations. So think about it like learning to drive. You may have mastered parallel parking in a quiet neighborhood, but doing it downtown with traffic and honking cars is a different challenge entirely. Same idea for your puppy. Number three, obedience overload. Social media loves a perfectly trained puppy doing tricks, but what you don't see is the hundreds of repetitions and the slow progress behind the scenes. Did you know that even service dogs and guide dogs for the blind practice skills hundreds, if not thousands of times in a variety of scenarios and locations before the dog becomes proficient? That's right, hundreds of times. So let's reframe this. Early training is about life skills like emotional regulation and confidence, not picture-perfect obedience. That comes later. So instead of worrying about perfection, ask yourself, is my puppy building confidence? Are they getting more comfortable in new places? Are they responding a little faster than last week? That's the real progress we want. And if they aren't able to do what you ask, it's likely because they aren't ready for that environment just yet. I know that's hard to hear because we often want more for our puppies than they're ready for. We want to take them out into the world and show them off. We want them to meet and greet everybody politely. We want them to sit and have good manners for all guests that come in the door. But the reality is, they're not able to do that right away. This takes time and training. Remember, we have to train at our puppy's pace, not our human pace. And the human pace goes a lot faster than a puppy's pace. I know what you're thinking. Well, Michelle, when is my puppy going to be ready? That answer is going to depend on what you do to help them get there. There's no cookie cutter magic number, magic age. It truly depends on the time and the training that you put in to help them be comfortable in new environments and be able to follow cues no matter what distractions are going on. Number 4, instant gratification culture. We're so used to quick fixes and click a button to get results, but puppies, they learn through repetition, reinforcement, and patience. Your puppy isn't a Tamagotchi. They can't be played like a little controlled game. They're a sentient being. So let's reframe. I want you to think of training like learning a new language. You can't expect fluency in a week. Puppies need time to absorb and practice, just like you wouldn't expect to speak French fluently after watching a few YouTube video lessons. Your puppy needs time to process and practice their new language of cues and routines. Number 5, breed expectations. Gail was told labs are so smart, so she thought Theo would be easy. But smart doesn't mean obedient. In fact, smart dogs are often the most creative problem solvers. Well, owners would call that troublemakers. So let's reframe. Intelligence doesn't equal obedience in the same way. Every dog, regardless of breed, develops at their own pace. So if your pup is a breed known for being brilliant, that doesn't mean that your job is easier. It just means they might find more inventive ways to outwit you when they're bored. Again, that is not stubborn. Number 6, the I've had dogs before fallacy. Gail's childhood dog was the gold standard in her mind. Calm, trained, trustworthy. But she forgot all the years it took to get there. So let's reframe. Every puppy is unique. Your memory of your old dog isn't wrong, it's just selective. Training takes time. Think of your last dog like a highlight reel. You remember the best parts, the loyal companion, the sweet face resting on your lap, but the blooper reel, the torn up shoes and the sleepless nights, well, that part gets a little blurry. So here are some phrases I want you to hold on to and even write down and tape to your fridge. Your puppy is right on track for their age. Your puppy isn't giving you a hard time, they're having a hard time. Think of puppy training as kindergarten, not college. Your puppy isn't misbehaving. They're learning how the world works. So do me a favor, the next time you feel like your puppy's being stubborn, say it out loud. How old they are, how long you've been working on skills with them, or how long they've even been in your care. Most of the time when my students do this exercise, they realize that they have high expectations for a puppy that's really young and hasn't been with them for very long. These small shifts in your mindset help you meet your puppy where they are and celebrate growth instead of expecting perfection. All right, stick around because in just a moment, I'll share one of the biggest things new puppy owners can do to prevent the "my puppy won't listen" frustration from even starting. But first, if you're loving these tips, make sure you hit that subscribe button so you don't miss another video that we put out, and give this video a thumbs up if it helped you reframe how you see your puppy's behavior. Also, if you haven't already downloaded my free new puppy starter kit, grab it now. It's totally free and it includes potty training tips, bell training, a fun game to play to capture your pup's attention, and a little mini workbook to keep you on track. Or if you're trying to figure out how to get your puppy's daily routine sorted out, and you want to know how long your pup should be awake before they're due for a nap, or how much sleep they need based on their age, comment planner. And I'll share a link to my free resource called the Puppy Schedule Planner. And if you want even more guidance, structure, and a step-by-step plan to train your ultimate dream dog, check out my online puppy training program, 30 Days to Puppy Perfection. It's packed with step-by-step lessons to help you tackle biting, barking, crate training, leash pulling, and so much more, all using fear-free, positive training methods. Now, as promised, Here's one of the biggest things you can do when your puppy seems like they're not listening. Go back to the basics in a distraction-free environment. Reinforce for the behaviors there before asking for it in a new place. And keep your expectations low and your patience high. Remember, you know what the finished skill looks like. Your puppy doesn't know what they should be doing unless you taught them. Your puppy's behavior is reflective of what you've taught them or haven't taught them. It's a reflection of the well-planned schedule you kept them on, or the lack of schedule, with the wake windows that are too long and that create an overtired, cranky puppy. You'd be amazed at how often the "they forgot everything I've just taught them" is really just they're overwhelmed. Yes, your puppy gets easily overwhelmed. If you've ever tried to take them on a neighborhood walk and it didn't go well, it's not because they're trying to upset you and ruin the walk. It's because they aren't ready for the neighborhood walk just yet. They're not stubborn, but don't worry. I've got another kind of walk that's even better than those neighborhood walks. It's even more beneficial, and it can tire out your dog even more. So check out this video, Walking the Dog, Tips for a More Relaxed Experience. All right, until next time, keep training, keep celebrating progress, and give your puppies some extra love today. You've got this.